Hello, my dear students. Most welcome to you in New Indian Era channel at the platform of YouTube. My dear students, really I am very glad to know it that you people are showing your interest in video lectures conducted by Mr. Srivastava under the proprietorship of Prashant Sharma. Dear students, be always positive, never be negative. Again I remind you, today I will discuss on parts of speech. Article that is over already. Today we will discuss on parts of speech. So my dear students, get ready and pay your best concentration and learn under the guideline of Mr. Srivastava this very nice topic, parts of speech. So first of all, dear students, try to understand what is parts of speech. Speech, do you know the meaning of speech, my dear? Statement. Whatever we people speak, whatever we people state, that is speech. Parts of speech, it means each and every word you have to understand very well. What is it actually? In which category can we put a particular word? That is known as parts of speech. Suppose I give you one example. He attends the lecture attentively. He, first word, attends the lecture attentively. Combination of more than 4 or 5 words. What are these actually? Going through this very topic, you can understand very well what is it actually. It's a use, my dear, in your test paper, conversion of one parts of speech into another parts of speech, identification, naming them and using them by converting into noun form, adjective form, adverb form. Like this the question will be asked. First, I would like to discuss with you parts of speech, and first part of, there are 8 parts of speech, my dear. First I name them: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and last one interjection. So these are the 8 parts of speech which you have to learn with all your attention, with all your positive energy. So dear students, dear friends, please start with noun. From 4th standards you would be learning noun. General definition: noun is the name of a person, place or thing. Person, first one, place and then thing. But I would like to share with you one more definition of noun that is very clear for you. Whatever in this very world we people see, we feel, we touch, we understand, all are noun. Dear friends, it's not overstatement in case I state like this: जहाँ देखता हूँ वहाँ नाउन ही नाउन है, नाउन के सिवा कुछ भी नहीं है. जहाँ देखता हूँ वहाँ नाउन ही नाउन है, नाउन के सिवा कुछ भी नहीं है. बोलोगे श्रीवास्तव सर क्या डींग मार रहे हो यार? ये हकीकत है बच्चों. हम कन्वर्ट करते हैं एक पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच को दूसरे पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच में. दूसरों को आप देखोगे बेटा, जो दूसरे पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच हैं वो सब डिपेंड ऑन नाउन. तो नाउन इज द बेस्ट. तो करेक्ट एंड वाइड डेफिनेशन ऑफ नाउन इज whatever we see, whatever we think, whatever we touch, whatever we name, all are called noun. So my dear friends, noun, a noun is the name, this is general definition. A noun is the name of a person, place or thing. MCQ pattern objective type questions will be taken afterwards. First I would like to clarify, and after that we will practice MCQ pattern questions also. So noun is the name of a person, place or thing. किसी वस्तु, व्यक्ति या स्थान के नाम को संज्ञा कहते हैं, राइट? और whatever we see, whatever we think, whatever we feel, all are noun. Now after that you have to go through kinds of a noun. See my dear, kinds. First one, बच्चों, in general you can name it as countable and uncountable, but that is not sufficient for you to learn. Which you count, which you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, that is countable, and which you can't count by naming 1, 2, 3, 4, that is uncountable. So now you have to learn in detail kinds. First one, proper noun. It comes under the category of countable, proper noun. What is it? Proper noun means proper name. What do you mean by proper name, my dear? Specific name, particular name, that is proper name. Particular name of a person, place or thing. When you specify, you give a particular name, then that is your proper noun. So a specific name, you can write inside a specific name, that is your proper noun. A specific name. A specific name of a person, place or thing, that is proper noun. Before giving example, after 2 line gaps, learn second one, that is common noun. Common noun. Common noun means common name or general name of a person, place or thing. General name of a person, place or thing, or common name of a person, place or thing, that is called your common noun. For example, hello. In case anyone asks, what are you? You will tell, I am a boy, I am a man, I am a person, like this. What is this? This is common name. Boy, boy, boy. Girl, girl, girl. Like this. Common name. Category of person, place or thing. Animal, animal, animal. After that you will name them. See, boy. Boy, what is this? This is common name. Right? Give it a particular name. Abhishek. Abhishek, what is this? This is your proper noun. But boy is your common noun. Like this. I would like to ask you, city, which noun is it? City, what is this? This is a common name, general name. So city, that's why it comes under the category of your common noun. Convert into proper noun? Yes, my dear, please tell. Convert city into proper noun. That is Mumbai. Mumbai is the specific name of a city. Thane is the specific name of a city. That's why it is your proper noun. Book. What is this? Book is your common noun. Giving it a particular name like Yuvak Bharti. This is the name of a particular book. Yuvak Bharti. What is this? This is your proper noun. I think your concept is clear now. Now next one, I am going to rub it. See the board and note down in your book with all your positive energy. Then you can enjoy the lecture. Okay, proper noun is specific name, common noun, general name. Now take next one. Next one is your collective noun. Collective. Collective noun. Collective, as you know, by name its definition is clear. Collective, collection. What do you mean by collection? Collection of so many places, collection of so many persons, collection of so many things. That is collective noun. Means group name. It stands for group. The word which stands for a group, that is called your collective noun. So you can write here in short group names. Group names. The word which stands for group. Certain words we will discuss here. For example, army. Indian Army marches on the road. Army stands for what? Army stands for group of soldiers. It means there are officers, soldiers, right? Other armed forces related implies. That is army, group of soldiers. राइट जहां जो शब्द ग्रुप के लिए यूज होता है, जिस शब्द से हमें ग्रुप की जानकारी हो बच्चों, दैट इज कलेक्टिव नाउन. राइट, अंडरस्टैंडिंग. देन नेक्स्ट वन, क्लास. What is this? Class stands for group of students. Group of students. Like this, family, group of family member. Flock, group of birds. You can note down these words. Flock, it stands for group of birds. Herd, H-E-R-D, it stands for what? Group of animals. Like this, like this. Other words you can find out from your book. So group of animals, that is herd. So like this बच्चों, the word which is used for group is called collective noun. Next one, my dear. See the board and try to understand. Next one is your material noun, number 4th. Material. Material noun. What is it? Name of material. My dear students, please tell me, can you define what do you mean by material? I hope that everyone can define. Material means the thing with which you can make some other thing, that is material. Means what? Take example, necklace. Necklace is made of gold, diamond, pearl, so and so on. All these are materials for making your necklace. So gold, silver, copper, iron, all these are your materials. You can write example here, gold, silver, copper, iron, like this. Gold, silver, copper, iron. Other thing I would like to share with you, very nice thing bachcho. Whatever you get from the deep cave of the earth, deep into the earth, that is your material noun, come under the category of material, like kerosene oil, petrol, diesel, coal, understanding? All these come under the category of your material noun. Whatever you get from deep into the earth, that is your material noun. Kerosene, petrol, diesel, all are. Like another thing beta which you have to keep in your mind, sweet. For making sweet, you need milk. Milk is the material for making your sweet. So milk is your material noun. Is it clear? Now I think your concept is clear. Last one, that is abstract noun. You have to very alert and cautious. That is very confusing, my dear. See why and how is it confusing? Clear your doubt. Yeah. Last one, that is 5th one, abstract noun. abstract noun. इन हिंदी इट इज कॉल्ड भाववाचक संज्ञा, इसको भाववाचक संज्ञा कहते हैं। बच्चों भावनाओं को समझा करो, मतलब जो भावनाओं का विषय है, जिसे आप देख नहीं सकते, जिसे आप टच नहीं कर सकते बेटा, बट आप महसूस कर सकते हो, समझ सकते हो, दैट इज योर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन। इसमें तीन चीजें आती हैं हमारे डियर स्टूडेंट्स, तीन चीजें। क्या क्या है तीन चीजें, जरा ध्यान देना। फर्स्ट वन क्वालिटी, नाउ यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड क्वालिटी। आप बोलोगे श्रीवास्तव सर क्वालिटी वाले वर्ड्स तो एडजेक्टिव होते हैं, आप बोल रहे हो नाउन है। बच्चों आपको ये डिफरेंस समझना पड़ेगा। हम आपसे डिस्कस करते हैं एक एग्जांपल, जरा ध्यान से समझने की कोशिश करो, समझो इस बात को, फिर हमें बताओ। मैं भी बोलूं कि अभिषेक इज एन ऑनेस्ट बॉय। अभिषेक को आपने ऑनेस्ट बोला, क्यों? व्हाई इज इट सो? व्हाट क्वालिटी डज ही हैव? कैन यू टेल? आप बोलेंगे सर वो काम अच्छे से करता है, बेईमानी नहीं करता है, राइट? अच्छे से करता है इसलिए वो ऑनेस्ट है, कभी किसी को शिकायत मौका नहीं। नहीं बेटा नहीं, आप बी ऑलवेज सिस्टेमेटिक एंड मेथडिकल माय डियर। रियली आई टेल यू, इन केस यू वांट टू लीड, then you have to be very systematic and methodical. It's wrong to say Abhishek is an honest boy. Why? Because he has honesty. He possesses the quality of honesty. That's why you call him as honest. Understood, dear? So try to understand the difference between honesty and honest. Honest, that is describing word बच्चों, describing word, but honest person has the quality of honesty. That's why this type of words come under the category of your quality. Now I think your concept is clear. Quality बच्चों, quality means telling why that person is known by this describing word. Why is it so? Mango is sweet. He is tall. Thane is a big city. Why? Big city, why? Because it has bigness. It's understanding like this. Rose is a beautiful flower. Why? Because rose has beauty. Beauty and beautiful. Beautiful is describing word, that is adjective. Beauty, that is your noun, and in noun it's your abstract noun. You can write example here, my dear. Honesty, honesty, beauty. What is this? All these words come under the category of your abstract noun. Second one बच्चों, that is action. Again you would be confused and question may be hammering in your mind. The action word teacher has taught us, action word is called verb, but Mr. Srivastav is teaching action. They are in the category of abstract noun. Why is it so? What's the reason behind it? Try to understand and then you will appreciate. It means here you will get beta word, root word of that word will be verb, and after that when you convert any verb into its noun form, then it comes under the category of your abstract noun. Understood? Base word, root word, what is it? That is a verb, and when you convert any verb into its noun form, then that is your abstract noun. कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर बच्चों? बेस वर्ड क्या है बेटा समझो। हिंदी में आपने कमेंट दिया था कि सर हिंदी बोलो, तो मैं बीच में थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी बोल रहा हूँ। एक्चुअली इंग्लिश का क्लास है तो इंग्लिश में ही अच्छा लगता है बच्चों, इसको अदरवाइज न लो, राइट? तो ये आपका एक्शन वर्ड, एक्शन वर्ड को मीन्स वर्ब को व्हेन यू कन्वर्ट इनटू नाउन देन दैट इज योर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन। फॉर एग्जाम्पल बच्चों, अपॉइंटमेंट, अपॉइंट वर्ड, रूट वर्ड क्या है इसका बोलो? अपॉइंट, अपॉइंट इज योर रूट वर्ड, बेस वर्ड, and you convert appoint into noun form, then you have to add ment, appointment. Appointment, which noun is it? This is your abstract noun. Arrive, arrival. One more example you can quote here, arrival. Arrive, arrival. Like this, many examples you can collect. Last one, that is your state. What is this? Telling about the status. You call a small boy as a child. Why? Why do you call child? Because that very boy or girl is in the state of childhood. So child, childhood. Child, that is common noun. Childhood, that is your abstract noun. बच्चा, बचपन, बचपन की अवस्था में है तो बचपन क्या हो गया तुम्हारा? दैट इज योर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर बच्चों? तो स्टेट, चाइल्डहुड यू कैन राइट हियर. Another thing beta, suppose Raj is a poor man. Poor, why poor? Because he is in the state of poverty. पावर्टी, गरीबी, किस गरीब और गरीबी? गरीब है क्यों? क्योंकि वो गरीबी की स्टेटस में है, दशा में है, अवस्था में है. तो पावर्टी क्या हो गया बच्चों? पावर्टी इज योर abstract noun. This way your noun topic is over. Now get ready for your MCQ pattern questions. Please, my dear, get ready with your pen, pencil, eraser and book please. Now I am going to write MCQ pattern questions based on your noun. Now please, what you have to do? You have to identify what is it actually. Choose or tick the correct option, to name a noun. Now I am going to write the sentences here and you have to find out the correct option. Yeah, note down please. Raj is a student who loves sincerity. Now, Raj and sincerity, these two words are noun. You have to find out correct option. Options are given here. Common noun, abstract noun, or proper noun. Now I close the bracket. You have to find out, first discuss about first one, Raj. What is it? Raj, this is the specific name of a boy. Then what is Raj here? You can identify. I give you 1 second to think and after that decide what is it. Now I think your concept is very clear and you will tick mark this one. Proper noun. Raj, you can write here. Raj, for clarity you can write. What is this? This is proper noun. Next one, sincerity. Sincere, sincerity. Sincere adjective. Sincerity, telling about the quality of a sincere person. So, what is it? Think bacho and then tell it's nothing but abstract noun. You can quote it, sincerity. Be very clear bacho. In case you are not clear, please, you can write there in the comment box, or in the next lecture you can ask. I will read your comment box in case you don't understand anything related to your noun topic. I will discuss in the next lecture then. Yeah. Sincerity, that is your abstract noun. Bachcho, I tell you very clearly, my purpose is not to provide you only sentences. Concept should be very clear. And New Indian Era makes a commitment to you, my dear students. Your doubts, difficulties, problems, whatever you feel, write there in the comment box, and in the next lecture that problem will be solved surely. Yes, we are fully dedicated and devoted staff of New Indian Era. Yes, my dear, we never run behind money factor only. No, money is subsidiary. It's not the all and ultimate purpose. No, not at all. Yes, my dear, I tell you, growth of the student, that is the purpose of New Indian Era. We have already made a commitment to ourselves. We survive for the students. We put our 100% effort for our students. Whatever abilities, qualities, experience we are having, we give 100% to our students. It's our great pleasure when we see our students reaching at the height of success. Dear students, I tell you very clearly, I am proud of my student Prashant sir. Now he is sir. He is all in all of all in New Indian Era. He is the proprietor. He is my student, and now he is at the height of success. Understanding? So I am proud of the achievement of my students. Yes, this is the great pleasure for a teacher. So my dear friends, I want to you all scoring out of marks there in your CET exam. I hope that your concept is very clear. In case feeling little bit doubt, you can write there in the comment box. Prashant is watching your comments and surely he will instruct me to take it again. So I hope that our respectable Prashant sir surely will instruct me to clear your doubt and difficulties. In case you are having any doubt and difficulty, you can write there in the comment box just now. Yes. Next one. Next sentence for practice. Yes. Gold is a valuable metal. Options are, I underline this word, options are common noun, slash material noun. Two options are given here. You have to find out correct option. So dear students, earlier I have discussed with you gold. That is a metal with which so many ornaments are made. So gold is the material, so it's a material noun. As the another example I give you, he got a golden opportunity to lead in life. He got a golden opportunity. Golden, what is it? Can you tell? Gold, golden, it's not abstract noun, my dear. It is the use of adjective. Opportunity, this is your noun. Which noun is it? Option is just there in the bracket. Please. Common noun, next option, collective noun, next option, abstract noun. Find out the correct option. Opportunity. It's clearly beta. You can understand, you can feel, but you can't touch. Now I think you can understand better what is it actually. Yes, my dear student. Opportunity, clearly it's abstract noun. Concept clear? Prashant sir, it's my request to you, in case my dear students feel any problem, please instruct me. Because we live for the students, we survive for the students, and we are in this very world to see our students at the height of success. It's my humble request to you, sir. In case you see any comment like this, that any student of all over Maharashtra doesn't understand, please instruct me, guide me and tell me. Yeah, thank you, sir. Next one. Next one, my dear. Another sentence for your practice. Mr. Jatin leads a village life. Now you have to identify. I change the system here. What is it actually? Village. You have to identify. I write here, identify. What is it? For your practice, village life. After that, I underline this one. First, you have to tell what is it. Can you? I think you would be thinking, sir, it's a common noun. See the sentence again, my dear. Think deeply. Then your concept will be very clear. Village life. What type of life? Village life. Village describes more about life. The village is village is used as describing word here, beta. Describing about life. Village, it's not noun, it's adjective. All the beta, I tell you now beta, that noun is the best. So adjective, why adjective? Because life, village describes more about. What type of life? Village life. So village, here it is used as adjective. For your clarity, I write only this much. After that, your concept will be clear when I will take your adjective part. Life, what is it? Now you can understand better. Life, what is it? I give option for it. Proper noun. I don't give any just option for village, because that is the use of adjective. Later on I will take adjective. Proper noun, common noun, or collective noun. What is it? You have to decide. Dear students, life is not specified here. Life, nice use of your proper noun. Sorry, it's a wrong option. It's your common noun. Sorry, it's a common noun, बच्चों. Yes, life is your common noun. Now, some more sentences I would like to share with you. Please say, like this question will be asked, I tell you. Yes. Yes. A flock was flying towards the east. A flock. What is it? Flock, flying word is given there. Flock stands for two things, बच्चों. It is used in reference to bird, group of birds, as well as for group of sheep. S-H-I-P. No, S-S-E-E-P. Sheep. Understanding? That is also known as flock. Flock of anyone in case, then it is in reference to your sheep. S-S-E-E-P. Understood? So like this, flock, what is this? This is your collective noun. I think you got sufficient practice on your noun. Now I am going to start next one, pronoun. Okay, next one is pronoun, please. Pronoun. What it is? Write in bracket, you can write here, Sarvanam. My dear students, it's my session for you. While attending my session, then please sit with your pen, eraser, pencil, pen, so and so on. All the writing materials with you, should be with you. So that is your pronoun Sarvanam. Note down, pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. बच्चों, try to understand. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. Pronoun क्या है बेटा? एक ऐसा शब्द है which is used in place of a noun, जिसे नाउन की जगह पे इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. राइट, नाउन के बदले बोला जाता है. हिंदी में कैसे बोलेंगे? जो शब्द संज्ञा के बदले बोले जाते हैं उन्हें सर्वनाम कहते हैं. Understood? Like this. So that is your pronoun. The word which is used in place of a noun is called pronoun. बच्चों, now you have to learn here. Suppose boy, in place of boy, which word you have to use? He, I. ये सब क्या है? What is this? This is your pronoun. Pen, in place of pen, which word can be used? It, because it is non-living thing. That is your pronoun. It is your pronoun. So you have to learn pronoun. After that, try to understand its kinds. Yeah, kinds of pronoun. First one, personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. By its name, it's clear, beta. The word which is used in place of a person is called personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. The word which is used in place of a person is called personal pronoun. Now, under this heading, you have to learn something more. Please see, I am going to rub it. Personal pronoun. Yeah. I write here as a headline, personal pronoun. Yes, you have to make a chart now, my dear. Yeah, make 4 columns. First column is for person. Write like this. Second column is for nominative pronoun. Nominative. And nominative pronoun is always used as subject. You can write here used as subject. Nominative pronoun always used as subject, right? The pronoun which is used as subject, that is called your nominative pronoun, and it comes under the category of your personal pronoun. Next one, accusative. A-C-C-U-S-A-T-I-V-E. Accusative pronoun used as object. It is used as object. That is your accusative pronoun. Last one, that is your possessive pronoun. Possessive. P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-V-E. Possessive pronoun. Make 4 columns in your book and make your concept clear. I draw one line from here till the end of this chart. Person, there are 3 persons बच्चों. First person. First person. As a nominative pronoun or as a subject, what do you get here? You get here use of I. Object or accusative is me. Possessive, that is your my or mine. Next one, we, us, our, slash, ours. All these are your first person. Yes, my dear. You would be thinking Srivastava sir has written my and mine. Try to understand difference, beta. One example I give you here related to my and mine. Then other words in that column also you will get here. Our and ours. What is the difference between these two and how to use it? Learn it, otherwise you will be confused. See, one example I write here. This is my book. See this word my. This is my book. My is used here as adjective. My gives more information about book. Understanding? So my use of my is like adjective or its adjectival use. But see, another use of my, that is mine. How can this sentence be written by using mine? Or students, I ask you, rewrite the sentence by using mine. After my, mind it, you have to use noun. And after mine, there you have to use nothing. Same sentence you can write like this. This book is mine. After mine you have to write nothing. Try to understand. Meaning is the same but uses are different. Be alert, cautious and try to understand. Second part, that is mine or ours, like this you have to use. Right? After this one you have to write nothing. After this one you have to write noun. Be very clear, bacho. Yeah. Now I am going to rub it. Now take second person. What comes under the category of your second person? Second person personal pronoun. You get here you. Accusative, you. Possessive, your, slash, yours. Like this. This is all about your second person. You, your, yours. Now third person, this chart you have to learn by heart, my dear. Third person pronoun, he, him, his. Next, she, her, slash, hers. Next one, it, its. Last one, they, them, their, slash, theirs. That's all about your personal pronoun. All these are, dear students, are personal pronoun, because these words as given here in the chart, they all are used in place of some person. Got it? So all these are your personal pronoun. Now next one please. First I will make your concept clear, then MCQ pattern questions will be provided. Now second one please. Demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrate. Try to understand the basic word, root word demonstrate. Demonstrate means to point out. The words which is used to point out towards a noun, understanding, that is your demonstrative pronoun. It is used in place of noun. For example, बच्चों, this is a beautiful garden. Which word is demonstrative pronoun? I have already discussed with you. The word which is used to point out. So this, it is a word which is used to point out. This word pointing out towards what? Towards beautiful garden. Garden is your noun, bachcho. So this is your demonstrative pronoun. Suppose this sentence is written like this in case, this garden. This sentence can be written also like this, bachcho. This garden is beautiful. Try to understand, my dear students. After this, here you get use of is, that is a verb. Here after this, what do you get? You get use of garden, that is a noun. It means this is used as describing word. This garden, this word is used as describing word, bachcho. So this is your adjective, demonstrative adjective. As you know, adjective is a word which qualifies a noun or pronoun. Adjective is a word which qualifies a noun or pronoun. Qualify means giving more information. एडजेक्टिव क्या है बेटा? जो नाउन या प्रोनाउन की विशेषता बताए, विशेष जानकारी दे, वो आपका एडजेक्टिव होता है. तो दिस जो है वो गार्डन की तरफ पॉइंट आउट कर रहा है और इसके एकदम बगल में यूज हुआ बेटा. तो ये दिस का यूज क्या है यहाँ पे? ये डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन नहीं है, ये डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव एडजेक्टिव हो जाएगा. और ये दिस जो है ये डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन है. दिस इज डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन and this is demonstrative adjective. Try to understand difference. This is a beautiful garden. Now this, it is used in singular sense, singular number. Plural of this is these. Same sentence you have to write here by using these. It means it is used for plural. So these gardens, yeah, these are beautiful gardens. So then you have to write like this. These are beautiful gardens. These are, after that you get use of verb. These, this is plural number, so you have to use there are. These are. So this is demonstrative adjective. Oral information you can collect. Suppose same sentence is written, these gardens are beautiful. Then these, what is it? This is adjective. Like this beta, that and those. That is a beautiful garden, those are beautiful garden. Plural form of that is those. Use, you can find out like this, understand. I think you have understood your demonstrative pronoun. Now come to the next one. Yeah. Next one is your indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. As by name it's a very clear, it doesn't tell the exact number. So indefinite means what? Which is not definite, which is not exact, which doesn't tell the exact number, that is indefinite. So indefinite pronoun, such words you will get here, which is used in place of a person, place or thing, but which doesn't tell the exact number of a person, place or thing. ये किसी पर्सन या प्लेस या थिंग की जगह पे इस्तेमाल होगा बच्चों, लेकिन इसको हम एग्जैक्ट नंबर नहीं बताएगा ये. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आप देखें, एवरीबडी, राइट दिस एग्जांपल, everybody likes to get name, fame and glory. Everybody likes to get name, fame and glory. अब नाउ बच्चों आप खुद समझ सकते हो. Everybody, does it tell you the exact number of person? No, not at all. Everybody, how many people were there? How many people are there? No answer. So everybody word, it doesn't tell you the exact number of a person. So it's your indefinite pronoun. Got it? So words are like this: everybody, somebody, nobody, anybody, all these come under this category. Understanding? Which doesn't tell the exact number. So that is your indefinite pronoun. Everybody, nobody. I give you the words here only, usage you can make. Somebody, all, like these words are used. These words don't tell you the exact number of a person, so it's your indefinite pronoun. Now come to the next one. Next one is your relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. What is it? Relative pronoun, relate and then relative. Yes, dear students, relate means what bachcho? Relate means to join or to combine. Joining words. The words which are used to join two sentences, but which are used in place of a noun, then there will be your relative pronoun. Example, get example and make your concept clear. For example, yes, he went to Mumbai where he wanted to buy a car. See bachcho, here you get combination of two sentences. He went to Mumbai, first one. Second one, he wanted to buy a car. These two sentences are combined with where? I put a box around it. Yes. Where? W-H-E-R-E. You get here E beta. It is E. Where? It is used in place of Mumbai, but it is used as combining word, joining word. Understanding? So, here this is your relative pronoun. Another example please take and make your concept clear. This is the boy who was awarded gold medal See बच्चों, this is the boy who was awarded gold medal. ये वही लड़का है जिसे गोल्ड मेडल दिया गया था. Understood? Who word? Focus on this very word. What is this? Used as combining word or joining word, but it is used in place of boy. Boy is your proper noun. So who, it is used in place of a noun. That's why who is your relative pronoun. It is used to join these two sentences. So this way relative pronoun. Now next one बच्चों, that is your emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun. After that I will give you sentences for practice. Emphatic and then reflexive or reflective. Emphatic pronoun means beta you focus on subject here. For example, I myself created a very nice academic environment. See this sentence बच्चों, I myself, मैं स्वयं. देखिए ये सब्जेक्ट किस पे फोकस कर रहा है? माई सेल्फ फोकस कर रहा है. इसके बाद, इसके तुरंत बाद बेटा ये सेल्फ वाले, स्वतः वाले, खुद वाले शब्द आ रहे हैं. तो ऐसे यूज जब आपको मिले तो आप समझ लो ये तुम्हारा एम्फेटिक प्रोनाउन है. इसमें क्या क्या आता है जरा देख लो बेटा, ये नोट कर लो. आई अगर है बेटे तो उसके लिए आप माई सेल्फ यूज करोगे. वी देखो ये प्लूरल हो गया, आई तुम्हारा सिंगुलर है, वी आपका प्लूरल है, तो एफ की जगह पे वी ई एस जुड़ जाएगा. तो वी का क्या हो गया बच्चों? ओ यू आर एस ई एल वी ई एस और सेल्व्स. आई माई सेल्फ, वी आर सेल्व्स, यू yourself. It is used in case it is used in singular for singular subject, then you have to use you there yourself. But in case you is used for some plural subject, then you have to write there yourselves. It means you, it is used as singular as well as plural. By reading the passage you can understand. In case it is in reference to some plural subject, then you have to use yourselves. In case it is used in reference to some singular subject, then you have to use their self, yourself. Next one बच्चों, he, himself. Singular है, right there. Himself. She, herself. It, itself. itself. They for plural, so you have to write here themselves, like this, right? Remember all these and you will never commit any mistake then. Now you have to understand reflective pronoun. I am going to rub only this much. This part I rub now. See. Array, completely gone. Okay, no problem. Next one, that is your reflective pronoun, please. Reflective, or it is also known as reflexive or reflective pronoun. रिफ्लेक्शन समझते हो बच्चों, परावर्तन, इधर से रेज उधर परावर्तित हो रही है. इट मीन्स व्हाट, वही आप एम्फेटिक में जो हमने आपको वर्ड्स दिए थे, आई, माई सेल्फ, वी, आर सेल्व्स, दे, देम सेल्व्स, लाइक दिस, वो वर्ड कहाँ आएंगे बेटा? आफ्टर वर्ब किधर भी यूज हो सकते हैं. जस्ट आफ्टर सब्जेक्ट यू विल नॉट गेट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही ड्राइव्स his car himself. सिर्फ यूज का फर्क है बच्चों, मीनिंग सेम है. अगर वही सेल्फ वाले या सेल्व्स वाले वर्ड्स आफ्टर सब्जेक्ट आते हैं तो तुम्हारा एम्फेटिक प्रोनाउन है. अगर यही वर्ब के बाद किधर भी सेंटेंस में आते हैं तो आपका रिफ्लेक्टिव प्रोनाउन हो जाएगा. यहां आप देखें, ही, हिमसेल्फ, हिमसेल्फ क्या है आपका? ये रिफ्लेक्टिव प्रोनाउन हो गया. ऐसे ही बच्चों, आई, माई सेल्फ, लास्ट में अगर आपको लास्ट में मिले या वर्ब के बाद किधर भी यूज है तो समझ लो तुम्हारा वो रिफ्लेक्टिव प्रोनाउन हो गया. राइट, देन नेक्स्ट वन एंड लास्ट वन, दैट इज इंट्रोगेटिव प्रोनाउन. इंट्रोगेटिव, यू नो, आस्किंग क्वेश्चन. आफ्टर इंट्रोगेटिव वर्ड बच्चों, माइंड इट, after interrogative word you will get the use of verb, then it will be your interrogative pronoun. For example, where, and pointing out towards some place, person or thing. Right, all the interrogative words will not be used as the interrogative pronoun, mind it. In case it point out towards some person, place or thing, only then it will be your interrogative pronoun. For example, where do you stay? Question mark. After where you get use of do. Where, what is this? Pointing out towards some place, so it's your interrogative pronoun. This way your interrogative topic is over. After that, sentences for practice will be given to you. Now please get ready for getting your sentences for practice. Prashant sir, should I take practice afterward? Because I think, yes, dear friends, now practice session on this pronoun topic will be taken afterwards. But my dear friends, you have to be very alert and cautious. Revise all these whatever was taught today even. Right? Practice more and more. Practice at least 50 sentences on noun and pronoun. 50 sentences, and surely you will score good mark or out of mark there in your CET exam. Bachcho, sentences you have not to go anywhere to find out. From your textbook, from your grammar book, whatever you are having, you can collect. Right? After that, practice hard. So bachcho, concept, your concept should be very clear. I have earlier, on the very first day, I had told you, go through all your textbook or your grammar book, whatever you are having. And this CET exam mostly related to your grammar, little bit only part will be sentences will be given based on your poem section, poetry section, not so much. So all the topic of grammar you have to revise. Okay, parts of speech, I know it's a very big topic. Your concept I have to make it clear. So sentences on practice, sentences for practice will be given tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much. Have a sweet dream. All the best, my dear students. Thanks.